For many Tesla drivers, Autopilot is the very best part of Tesla ownership. With Autopilot in use, driving is more enjoyable and you arrive at your destination more relaxed. And, as with so many aspects of your Tesla, over-the-air software updates ensure that Autopilot gets even better and more capable over time. Autopilot consists of active safety and driver assistance features that make your car safer and more convenient to drive. We at Tesla are excited about the full self-driving future. Today, you must be fully attentive and have your hands on the wheel at all times while driving, regardless of what features are active. Let's walk through Autopilot's key features so you can give them a try. Safety is our #1 priority in everything we do at Tesla. Not only is your car remarkably effective at keeping you and your passengers safe in the event of a collision, it also has active safety features that help you avoid collisions in the first place. You can review and toggle these features from the Autopilot menu by selecting Controls and then Autopilot. Available driver assistance features vary depending upon your car's configuration. Be sure to look for them on the Autopilot menu so you know how your Tesla is equipped and so you can enable the features you'd like to use. If you learn about a feature from these videos that isn't on your Tesla, we might be able to add it via an over-the-air software update. Check the Tesla app to explore upgrades. It's easiest to think of Autopilot's driver assistance features as advanced versions of cruise control. Like when using traditional cruise control, you are always in charge of what your car is doing, and you need to be ready to take action at any moment. The features make your driving easier and more relaxing. We'll cover driver assistance features from simplest to most complex. Traffic-aware cruise control, or TAC for short, adjusts speed based upon the vehicle ahead of you. When TAC is available, a gray circle with a number in it appears near your speedometer here. That number is your set speed, the fastest your Tesla will travel when TAC is engaged. You can adjust set speed preferences and others from the Autopilot menu. Activating TAC is very simple. You don't need to enter a cruise mode like in other cars. When TAC shows as available, simply pull the Autopilot stalk toward you once to activate it with the indicated set speed. The gray circle turns blue, showing that TAC is active, so you can release the accelerator pedal. Alternatively, you can press up or down once. This activates TAC while setting your current speed as your maximum. Your Tesla will travel at the set speed when the road is open and will slow down as necessary for curves and traffic in your lane ahead. TAC responds to most objects, but can't recognize everything, so be ready to take over as needed. TAC does not attempt to slow for traffic lights, stop signs, or other traffic controls unless your car is equipped with traffic light and stop sign control and has this feature enabled. To change your set speed while driving, simply push the Autopilot stalk up or down. Rotate the stalk to adjust your following distance. To deactivate TAC, push the Autopilot stalk away from you or gently press the brake pedal. Auto Steer builds upon traffic-aware cruise control by adding steering assistance. A gray steering wheel icon appears here when Auto Steer is available. Pull the Autopilot stalk toward you twice in quick succession to activate Auto Steer. The steering wheel icon and the lane lines in the driving visualization turn blue. If TAC isn't already active, it will be engaged as well. TAC is always on when Auto Steer is on. As its name suggests, Auto Steer automatically moves the steering wheel to keep you centered in your lane. It does the work of constantly adjusting steering for you, so you can just lightly hold the wheel and scan your surroundings, so you're ready in case you need to take over. You should know that Auto Steer spoils you. You don't realize how much effort you've been putting into keeping a car in its lane until you drive with Auto Steer for a few days. You'll never want to travel long distances or deal with traffic in another car again. Sorry about that. If your Tesla doesn't detect your hands on the steering wheel while using Auto Steer, it will prompt you to apply more force to the wheel. It's measuring a small amount of turning force or resistance from your hands, so light turning force will clear this prompt. If you repeatedly ignore these warnings, you're using Auto Steer unsafely and you will be locked out from using it for the rest of your trip. A larger amount of turning force will deactivate Auto Steer while leaving traffic-aware cruise control on. To deactivate both Auto Steer and TAC, push the Autopilot stalk away from you, or gently press the brake pedal. If your Tesla is equipped with Auto Lane Change, A press of the turn signal while auto steer is on initiates an automatic lane change. Check your mirrors and blind spot as you would normally. Press the turn signal stalk lightly when there's space, and with your supervision, your Tesla will automatically move one lane over and continue to steer in the new lane. The hardware on new cars needs to calibrate before features like TAC and auto steer will be available. This one-time self-calibration usually completes within a couple hours of driving on well-marked roads. The gray icons won't appear until the required calibration has completed. Auto steer also needs to be enabled from the Autopilot menu. As a reminder, more details about active safety and driver assistance features can be found in the on-screen owner's manual.